We will have to get.
Hello. Hello! Oh my goodness! Well, here we go. Okay. I literally just went for 2 minutes talking and didn't even notice that for some odd reason my microphone did not work. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so back up a moment. Let's go ahead and let's rework this again. As with every live stream, well, hello everyone. First and foremost, hello everyone. Sorry about the technical issues. I don't know why all of a sudden it decided to it just decided to stop working. Literally nothing has changed in how I have my computer set up from the last time I recorded a video and did a live stream. So I don't know what its deal was. Anyway, it's fixed now. Okay, so as with every live stream, we're going to start it off with our stream schedule. Today is the 15th of May, 2018. Our next live stream is going to be on the 19th of May, 2018, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time as per the norm. So, with that out of the way, the next thing that I would like to cover is I would like to cover the fact that I have a Discord server. For those of you who are just checking in, if this is your first time here, welcome. Or if this isn't your first time here, it's just the first time catching the beginning of the live stream, I do have a Discord server. A link to it can be found in the description to the video, both on YouTube and on Twitch. Feel free to check that out. Got a lot of people there that are willing to help you out if you're struggling with the ship, or maybe you just want to division up with people. All that information, all those guys, they're all on Discord. Plus, I'm there as well for whatever reason if you actually want to listen to me. Anyway, so there is that as well. Also, in the description, for those who would like to do so, there is information there about donating. Of course, do not feel obligated to do so. I do this for fun. So, enough of blabbing about... Oh, wait, nope. Back up. We got one more thing to talk about that I remembered that I talked about when my microphone wasn't working. Tonight after this live stream, we're going to take about a 15-minute break, and then we're going to play about 2 hours of War Thunder Ground Forces to see, judge kind of interest in that. I know some people were asking about that during the last live stream, so we'll play about 2 hours of that. So we're getting about 5 hours of me talking. I don't know if I'm going to hold out. We'll see. But we'll add that and see what happens. All right, enough talking about stuff. Let's go actually look at World of Warships. So welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We are going to start off this live stream with a battle in Colorado. And I get a lot of requests to do Colorado. And so we'll break her on out. So let's go ahead and let's get rocking here. Colorado, being a tier 7 battleship, usually ends up in tier 5 through 7 matches, so... Wolf is asking if I can play Battleship Hindenburg. There is always room and time to play Battleship Hindenburg, so we will try and get that figured out. Sneak her in here sometime in this live stream. So, how is everybody by today? Needs to get on payroll. Oh, man. For those who have wondered how much time and effort goes into making these, 5 hours is pretty tame compared to how much time some of the how to play videos work. Like, you guys see about 25 to 35 minutes depending on the ship. Not including playtime, editing video takes me about, I would say... I'm going to put it right around 2 hours. Hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on how much talking I have to do in the video. How much of that. That's not including playtime, so it's pretty intense. So welcome everybody that's just now checking in. We have started off with the Colorado Derp. Many of us who have been playing this game for a while remember this ship when it was absolute garbage. And by garbage, I really do mean, like, painfully bad. Like, this Shores right here, in closed beta, if I would have shot at him, there's actually a fair chance that I would have missed with all 8 rounds. I am not exaggerating. At least today, she seems to be pretty accurate, even though they've buffed and then nerfed her Sigma a couple times, and giving her hit points and giving her a ridiculous heal and yachty and yachty and yachty. So, yeah. At least the horn sounds good. Peacekeeper, if you could describe your state in one sentence, what would it be? It's Nebraska, correct? Yeah, it's Nebraska. What would I use to describe it in one sentence? Well, the obvious answer is land of corn, but that's not even really all that true. I would say that how about I compare it to a country instead? If you are from Europe, this might make some sense to you, but Germany. I mean, the vast majority of people... Wow, we're already detected. The vast majority of people that came to Nebraska at the start of this country came from basically Germany, Denmark, and the Norwegian peninsula. So Norway, Sweden, Finland. And so there's a lot of that kind of hardworking mentality in this state. Is it flat? Surprisingly, no. The eastern part of the state is basically a river basin with bluffs on either side of it. So, not really. It's not really flat. The western part of the state is the Sandhills, which is a unique formation in the world. It's one of the only places in the world in which that particular formation exists. Of course, the Luss Hills in Iowa occupies a very similar role. What is going on? Okay, I was going to say, why is this Pensacola not showing up? Thank you, in-game rendering system. Let's see if we can't add to this Pensacola's bad day. Yeah, there you go. Turn that way. Well, it worked for him. This Cleveland is toasty. I'm going to try and let this Dunkirk get a little bit closer, but we're gonna actually switch priorities to... The heck was that? If I can get guns onto this Atlanta before I die, that would be amazing. Gosh dang it. We're gonna sneak those over the island, hopefully, and then we're gonna get out of Dodge. Well, I got a Citadel on him. Maybe that'll encourage him to leave me the heck alone. Woo-wee! Go Big Red. Heck yeah. We stole probably the one of the best coaches in the NCAA football from USC, and I've got zero shame about it. Dead Pensacola, please, 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 please. Really? That is by far one of the most trolly ships in this game. What is this channel? What is this channel's name on Twitch? UrPeaceKeeper. You are... Well, it's exactly as my name appears in game. That is enough of that nonsense. We don't want to run too far, but we're gonna transition our guns to the other side while we await. Well, they landed and didn't do any damage. That's unfortunate. Do you like CVPIs? I can only imagine you're talking about the Crown Vic Police Interceptor, and the answer is it is the best interceptor ever produced. That's just my opinion, of course, for what little my opinion is actually worth. Okay, so we are, like I was trying to say earlier, we don't want to run too far from this fight. One, our team is getting smoked. Two, we've got, we don't want to get too far away because this ship is not a... our ship is not a sniper. The closer we can get, the better. So this Pensacola, we'll see if we maybe, just maybe, can't get some lucky hits off on him. He's turning broadside. Really? 9K? That's all you're gonna give me, game? Goodness gracious. I totally get USC's position. I really do. And I feel bad because you guys have a heck of a football program. But by the same token, Mama called and, well, Mama gets what she wants. Uh-oh. Oh, for Pete's sakes! We have been abandoned. Now is the time to turn? The time to turn is now. Yep. So this is what happens when your team decides that you are no longer worth preserving or saving or any of that stuff. Of course, apparently we are more interested in not actually doing things. That's going to hurt. I love how there's this one guy in chat saying that we should all just uninstall. Like, you know what, dude? How about you uninstall? Like, don't tell me to uninstall when you are probably dead. See, we're doing damage. Be nice to get rid of this Atlanta, though. For crying out loud. We're just going to keep focusing down this Duke of York as best we can. We've done a pretty good job of holding off on our damage control parties, so... Oh, he's doing the dirty! Let's get her done! Kill! What? I was gonna say! Close quarters expert. That's pretty funny. I am not gonna lie, that is extremely funny. Colorado has probably the worst secondaries of any battleship in this game. I'm dead. Oh, come on. Oh, my goodness. What is going on here? Oh, for Pete's sakes. Go away, Pensacola. Yep, now we're dead. I love it. We get no support, and we're instantly blamed for all of our problems. Oh, man. Funny, in USA, you get VA-powered Crown Vics. In the UK, we get 1.6 Vauxhall Astras. Yeah, but it's kind of a turd of, It's kind of a turd of a V8, though. I mean, all things... you know, I don't know. I don't know. It's a fantastic cruiser, and let me explain why. So, actually, I think we're gonna see this break. Yeah. Well, that was bad physics. Good job, Wargaming. Anyway, the Crown Vic Police Interceptor actually has probably the worst V8 ever. It's really anemic, like 240 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. Yeah, not exactly all that great. Anyway. The Who Jam over on Twitch is asking, am I going to switch over to the CC program? Seems like you got all the prerequisites. The interesting part about this is that I have yet to make up my mind. I am going... I am thinking about this because, quite honestly, I haven't made up my mind. And the reason why I haven't made up my mind yet is because there's a lot of benefits to being in Super Test that are for the betterment of the game. I'm not saying benefits to me. I'm saying ways in which I can more correctly influence the future of this game. And I think that's a better place for me in the long run. But I have messaged RadarX to see if there's a possibility that I could do both. And so if I can do both, that would be fun as well. but it is what it is. So that hopefully answers, at least lenses the question a little bit better. Okay, so back to the Crown Vic for a minute. The reason why the Crown Vic was such a great police cruiser is because it had a lot of room in it for activities, if you will. And by activities, I mean it actually had like a large amount of room to store things, including room in it for prisoners and stuff like that. But more importantly, as far as the vehicle is concerned, it had a much higher ground clearance, had a lower center of gravity than the SUVs do, but had a higher ground clearance than any of the current cars. So personally, out of all of them, I think that the Crown Vic was by far the best. What I wish Ford would have done instead of canceling the Crown Vic is I wish that they would have spent their time, effort, and money in putting the 5-liter into the Crown Vic. Because I think that the 5-liter, this Benson needs to shoot AP. AP. Yeah, you're dead. Anyway, I wish they would have put the 5-liter in it with, like, heck, now they could do the 10-speed automatic. But if they did the 5-speed or the 5-liter in it, I think it would fix the whole power issue. I don't know. That's just my opinion. They could have built a much better platform than the current cars that they offer. Where's that Shores at? Oh, he's below me. That's right. I was one of those supposed broadsiding scrub battleships. That's hilarious. That is equally hilarious. I want to see exactly how many shells my secondaries fired. Exactly 2 shells, got 2 hits, and did 413. Oh, I fired 13 shells. My bad. I was gonna say, man. Ugh. Can you meet the demands of being a CC? I'd hate to see you burn out. Well, there's already a level of burnout there. That's part of the reason why videos haven't been out last week. We're gonna continue to skip this week. I'm gonna try and build up like a bunch of videos so that I can just release videos instead of ooh, we got a bunch of duplicates. So I can just release videos rather than have to make them that day and then release them. I can do all the videos on my days off. It's what I've really been needing to do and haven't, but that's just my opinion. 4.6 was indeed durable if cared for, and it was really a stout, like, it was nearly unkillable. It's kind of like the 6.2 that I'm going to be throwing in this Fox body. It's kind of unkillable. It really is. Which is great. I enjoy it. We're going to play Belfast next. I think maybe we played Belfast last stream. I don't know. TA012, which sounds an awful lot like a Trigicon ACOG model number. Where would you rank the Colorado compared to other Tier 7 battleships? I would say that in terms of other Tier 7 battleships, I'd say Colorado is... I don't know. I like it compared to Nagato. I'm not a huge fan of most of the... I'm not a huge fan of most of the Japanese battleships. There's a couple of them that are pretty good, and Nagato as a whole is a decent battleship. It's not... It is what it is. It has its advantages and its disadvantages. Colorado is kind of sort of tanky, and I really enjoy that about that. I mean, look at how long we lasted against all of that stuff that was shooting at us. The hard part about Colorado is that she can't get away from anything, and that was a problem. It wasn't... We really could have done a little bit better over where we were at on that previous battle by trying to get away sooner. But the problem is getting away sooner would have only, kind of lengthened our ultimate demise. But Colorado earned its nickname the Struggle Bus. It is definitely not an easy battleship to play at its tier because it is slow. It does have its own level of issues. and it's imperfect in a lot of ways. So I mean, I get it, and I really wish that they would bring back its Sigma, because what they did is in closed beta, it had really awful Sigma, really awful dispersion, and it was basically a useless battleship. Its only strength was the fact that its AA at the time was better than Nagato. But as soon as Scharnhorst and Gneisenau came out, that was game over. I mean, it was game over. Like, they had better secondaries, they had better AA, they were faster, they were more maneuverable, they had torpedoes, they had good guns. Like, there was no downsides to those to those battleships. Well, Colorado has since had its Sigma buffed and then nerfed slightly. And it would be nice if they would bring back its previous Sigma, because at least then, when it wasn't up close and personal, it could at least kind of sort of do things and justify its existence on your team. Whereas now it's kind of like, I'm a waste of points. Anyway. And yes, do you have to pay taxes for how CC is... Or what? Hang on one second. Mildly distracted by things that are going on. I have AP loaded for some strange reason. We are going to turn this guy on whilst we've got howdy, buddy. I'm hoping that he go. Yes, go for that. Go for that Okhotnik. It means hunter. Meanwhile, my AA shoots down one aircraft. That's all we got out of that whole freaking mess. Was one aircraft. Why do I feel like my ship is not backing up? Jeez and Pete's. I would have known that this thing was not... Huh. Oh, do you pay taxes for how many cubic centimeters are in your car or not? No, we don't pay taxes based upon the displacement of our engines in the United States. At least not where I'm at. Which is part of the reason why I'm doing stupid things with mine. Yeah. Okay, so we are spotted. We're gonna try and turn away. Where is that Omaha? There he is. We're gonna slow down. Because Omahas are citadel magnets, except for when they sail away. This one appears to be driven by somebody who knows what he is doing. Puke of York. Woo! There were some pucker moments there. Belfast triggers you. Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, no, anyway, no, we don't pay taxes based upon the displacement. We just pay taxes based upon the buy price of it. That's the only, that's that, and we pay, some places they pay wheel taxes, some places they pay bleh, weight, where they pay based upon the weight of the vehicle. We do pay a fuel tax. It is included. It's one of the few times in which tax is actually included in the price of the the product in the United States. I know that's kind of different for some Europeans, not used to having to pay taxes in addition to the price that you see on the sticker. Oh, I hear you, huh? So we've kind of put their team in a bit of disarray here. What I would like to do... Oh, Puke of York. Omaha. Omaha? Omaha? Yeah, he's behind an island. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna engage him. We don't have any way of spotting him in smoke, so we're gonna play dirty. Play dangerous, actually. Probably more accurate. We're gonna continue to pay close and gross attention. We're gonna slam on our brakes here. Turning in, speeding up. I'll take it. And the level of nope right now is really high. Oh! Hey, what's that? That would appear to be a carrier. Why, hello there! Come on, Belfast. Yeah! Hey, something just happened and I am not paying attention. Give me 1 second here to not be so ridiculous and busy. And I will get to whatever that was. Uh-oh. What was this? We will... Einen Moment, bitte. Hey, finally a fire. I didn't think we were going to get one. Hey, look, 2 more fires because balance boat. Jeez. Burn, 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 you burn the ring of fire. We got turn, turn, turn. Okay. So, let's go look at this here. Hey, Sailing Robin has hosted my channel over on Twitch. Thank you very much for that. We got 61 viewers coming in from that. That is awesome. I'm over here with no support, and there is Secretaryship Nagato is coming around the bend here. Oi! Was ist das? Uh-oh. We are being blessed. Comrade, please, do not drop your bombs on me. Oh, what is this? Alright. Good luck for your games, mate. Have fun. Thanks, Sailing Robin. I appreciate it, man. We are going to do something slightly questionable. This is most likely going to hurt a lot. What? Was ist das? Seriously. We're going to go ahead and burn that. What I do want to do is I want to switch over to this Omaha. Mostly because soft, juicy broadside. He has short-range torpedoes. Not overly worried about his torpedoes, though. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt a lot. Hello, comrade. We are continuing to rack up our damage and kills. There's a citadel while angled. That sucks. Oh, Puke of York is back. He's on fire now. This ship is on fire. Oh. He's out of range. Oh, he just fired again. We're going to bail because I don't remember what my detection range is in smoke after firing. Plus, I think our smoke is... Oh, yeah, that Omaha's dead. He's dead if... Yeah, the fire's going to get him. Goodbye. It was nice knowing you, comrade. We fire a parting shot just to make sure. Goodbye! Alright. So, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to abuse islands. Maybe we'll actually get over into the cap over here and, I don't know, do what we're supposed to do, which is cap things and stuff and things and more stuff. Oh, man. You killed the mothership and now they're pissed. Do you blame them, though? I mean, I don't. Pardon me while I disappear behind island. Aye! Bleeding! No! Go away! Ow! I do not appreciate this. This is so rude. So one of the hard parts about this ship is the fact that you have no way of dealing with anything resembling a battleship. Like, right now, if these battleships were halfway paying attention, they would be all about going through that island there at the GH line and the 2-3, because it would put me in a really sticky predicament, but it would appear that this is not the case. So instead, we're going to abuse the ever-living crap out of spotting mechanic. Oh yeah, here they come. It would appear that they heard me talking. Nope, 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 nope. Goodbye. I disappear. Poof. Ninja. It's a bit of a waste of a smoke consumable, but I'm not going to hang around for him to delete me from the map. So we're going to take advantage of the fact that these islands are here, and we're just going to keep playing around these islands because there's not much in the way that he can really do about what I'm doing. Oh, see, he decided not to go around. Always a risk, so we'll just keep sailing away. Mostly the use of these islands is really, really good. Who is the other ship with Nagato? You mean in Kankole? That would be no in-game, no game sound and or music. You guys can hear the game, can't you? Oh my goodness, no. What the heck? In a moment. We need that one. Hey, there's sound. Look at that. Thank you for pointing that out. Okay, so no music. Yeah, I do this on YouTube, actually. My primary viewership is on YouTube, by the way. Whiskey's Gaming Lounge on YouTube, for those of you who are checking in from a different channel. I also, on my description to this video, I should have a link to a Discord server. If you guys are interested in checking out the Discord server, feel free to do so. So, there we go. Now you should be able to hear the game. I'm pretty sure you can. That Duke of York is actually using my smoke. It's so rude. Still nothing. Well, there's not much going on. I mean, if I do that a bunch, can you hear it zooming in and out? How about some gunfire? I guess I could turn on the in-game music. Oh. Yeah, victory is indeed in sight because we are cheeky as heck right now. This is abusing the mechanics of this game. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, in Kankole, in Kantai Collection, that is Mutsu is the other battleship that is with Secretaryship Nagato. And, of course, Mutsu has all of her, you know, issues as well. Oh, my smoke! Oh, please do not be at me. Oh, goody. I was like, oh my goodness. That would be just my luck to get all the way over here into this beautiful position and then have Secretaryship Nagato just... Nope. Nope, nope. Oh. Didn't even notice there was no sound. I'm either that entertaining or that boring. I don't know what that means. Oh man, thank you everybody who is following. Thank you everybody who is subscribing. Like I said, I primarily am on YouTube. However, we're just now reaching back over into to Twitch. My plan is to live stream both. I am currently live streaming to both, so I need to hear WoWs while I listen to your WoWs commentary. No sound needed. Nice. Hopefully we can break the 100k mark before the end of this match. We only need about 3k more. We're gonna bail out of this because we're almost out of targets to shoot at. Oh, it's gonna be close. It is gonna be close. What? Oh, no. Oh, almost broke the 100k mark. Oh. Jeez. Oh, man. We're gonna throw that guy over there now. What's this all about? Oh. Oh, man. Okay, well, you can You can deal BBs, but if they decide to push, you lacks tools to deter them. Absolutely, and that's one of the big problems with Belfast, and the ship really does not need any buffs. The ship is plenty strong as is. For those who are wondering, let's pull this over as soon as the game actually clicks over. 14-point captain. That's truthfully all I've got going right now. You can see my captain build here. We start off with preventative maintenance. I do not run priority target on my cruisers, and that's because it's information that once you played the game a lot, it's information that you can kind of gather just by using your eyeballs and looking around the map. The detected icon is huge if you're detected, WASD. That's kind of what I always say in my how to play videos, which again, for those who are just checking out the channel, over on YouTube, I do a lot of how to play videos on how to play certain ships. So that's what I'm most known for. So I explain this a little bit more in the captain skills videos, the reasons why I don't take some of the common ones. Now on this ship, I'm running preventative maintenance. You could also run expert loader. I've done that as well. This captain is dedicated to this. Of course, running expert marksman, superintendent, because, you know, 4 radars, 4 hydros, 4 smokes. Concealment expert and IFHE, and from there I haven't decided where I want to go. Probably demo expert and adrenaline rush, but haven't made up my mind. Okay, need to get on the French battleship line. We need to get you on the French battleship line. You mean all of these French battleships that I already have? You know what? We don't have Lyon set up. I have not played the Richelieu in a while, so we will take Richelieu out. This ship is insane amounts of fun. So let's look at the modules real quick while we are talking about this. You will notice I am not running a secondary build on this French battleship, and the reason why I do not run a secondary build is because all of Richelieu's secondaries are concentrated in the back end of the ship. So if you're running away from things in semi-typical French fashion, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. If you are, if you're sailing away from stuff, all of your secondaries are very useful, but this thing sits bow on most of the time, and it can really only bring 2, maybe 3 guns to bear. It's really not worth doing it on Richelieu. Captain skill-wise, this is my typical US battleship build. It also works extremely well for the French. Again, preventive maintenance, expert marksman. I would go to superintendent, then concealment expert. Then I would jump over to AFT, basic firing training, and then to adrenaline rush. And that gives you a good mix of secondaries, and it gives you a really healthy mix of anti-aircraft. So, let's go! Check the news on the USNCA split coming in 7.5. Have they announced that? That's awesome if it is. I don't know when 7.5 is coming out, though. As for, I'm going to butcher your name, so I'm sorry. Eris? We'll go with Eris. Just got to Cleveland. What happens with the split? According to some, if you look at what they did in previous line splits, the Japanese destroyer line split and the Russian destroyer / light cruiser just line split, basically what they did is you will get the tier 8 Cleveland, and you will get the tier 6, most likely Pensacola, possibly the Dallas. My guess is it will be the Pensacola. And the reason why I say that is because that makes the most sense. It's where the ship is currently at. So it's on the main line. The light cruiser line, we are assuming, is going to be the split. So it just kind of depends on whether or not the main line is the light cruisers or the main line is the heavy cruisers. If you go by the graphics they've released, it looks like the heavy cruisers are going to stay on the main line. So that would mean Pensacola. But this is Wargaming we're talking about. Who knows? You might get everything for all we know. So, hey, it's landing skipper. Okay, so Richelieu. Things to keep in mind about Richelieu. Yes, it has secondaries. No, they are not particularly useful. I think I already kind of mentioned that. One other thing to keep in mind is, like a claymore, bow towards the enemy, destroys everything in front of it. But, they said that... Okay, so they said it in the waterline, in the Tier 6, but which Tier 6? The Dallas or the Pensacola? See, therein lies the question. I haven't watched Waterline 1.1, and I haven't watched anything after it. I saw the original Waterline video, and I'm glad that they're doing it. In fact, if there's one thing that I would highly recommend all of you guys do, if you are, if you are active on the forums, whatever region you're with, make a post, thank Wargaming for changing their attitude towards releasing the development path for the game. And what I mean by that is those of us who remember closed beta, those of us who remember shortly after open beta and into the release of the game, you'll remember that the only way for us to get information about the game was for basically people to hack the game files and leak the information off of, like, the super test server and something like that. Really glad that they are way more open with the direction that this game is going. And they really do need encouragement to keep that up, because it's very easy to get kind of... I don't want to say lazy, that's not the right word for it, but it's very easy to get complacent with the level of information which you release. And in my opinion, the more information that they choose to release, the better. Ooh, excuse me. I got the burps. The beeps, the sweeps, and the creeps. The what, the what, the what? You know, the beeps. Anywho, that was a Spaceballs quote. That's the second time in a row we've quoted Spaceballs. That must be a Kizaki. Yeah, thought so. Give me that thing. We do have actually pretty decent AA, so that's always a bonus. Ooh, Bismarck. I love how instantly dissuaded he was off that. 10k. So long as Richelieu remains kind of bow on, it becomes very difficult for enemy ships to do damage to them. One thing I have heard a lot of people state is that they struggle with hitting with the guns. And the reason why people are struggling with the guns is because they are high-velocity 15-inch guns. They have a very high muzzle velocity, and thus the aim point that you... Look at that dispersion. That is beautiful. That's gonna hurt. Yeah. Anyway, in order to get the most accuracy out of this game, you have to understand what... you have to understand what... how the game's dispersion mechanism works. So in order for you to get... Wow, detonated by an Atlanta. Nice. In order for you to get the best accuracy you can possibly get out of your ship, you have to be aiming at this imaginary point that is projected in front of the ship. That is the... man, that sucks. We needed that Kagero alive. You have to aim at this imaginary point that is exactly where you're supposed to aim in order for the shells to land exactly where they're supposed to land. If you do not do that, you will not get any hits, or you will not get very many hits. And the game will actually try to artificially inflate your dispersion in the hopes that you will get more hits. And so that's one way that Wargaming has tweaked this whole aspect of, you know, gunnery accuracy and stuff like that to try and make it so that players achieve more hits and that games go by quicker. Because that was one of their primary complaints with the alpha version of this game, that it simply didn't go by quick enough. So, you know, as I was starting to say there, one thing to keep in mind is that your aiming point... You really have to have the correct aiming point in order to do to get the best accuracy out of the guns. But when you do, they are generally speaking pretty reliable when it comes to... Oh, this is a mistake. We're going to slow down. The reason why I say this is a mistake is because there is a Fushin, which I can guarantee you is probably right there. That's where I would be if I were in his shoes. So we're gonna utilize our speed boost here while we've got it to try and get some decent accuracy or decent turning here. Oop, bounces, nothing but net. Raspberries! Yeah, I've heard the split is after Omaha. Pensacola is a tier 6 heavy and Dallas is the tier 6 light. That is the current understanding by everybody. See, now look at where the Fusion's at. I knew it. I knew it. How, you know, how ridiculous is it that... Oh my, that's gonna be awesome too. Oh. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! That is that, like, 90th sense that we've been talking about. You get so used to playing this game that after a while, you just know. Come on, guns, reload just a smidge quicker. He's dead before they get there. Okay, so now we are going to sail away. And Nagato being secretary ship-like. Woo! Dodging like a pro. I can guarantee you that guy is on the other side of that island. That's exactly where I would be if I were in his shoes. I wish I had a scouting plane. I really do. Okay. Lone Star. Yeah. Hey, William Sears, what's going on, man? What? Our players don't need info. We treat them like mushrooms. Oh, you want it in a bad Russian accent. What? Our players don't need any info. You treat them like mushrooms. Oh wait, that was a really bad Scottish accent. Tovarish, we do not need to teach our players any information. We treat them like mushrooms. They only grow in dark. We keep them in dark. It is better. It is much, much better. Okay, so now we get our baguette accent back on, and we will go and we will see what we can do about these enemies with our baguette launchers. Yeah, here we go. So all of the things that we could be doing right now, and the question mark is, what is there to shoot at? The answer is surprisingly little. Fiji? I guess we'll just... Oh my. That's gonna hurt. What? No. Come on, game. They were aimed perfectly. And I do mean, like, perfectly. I just don't get it. Some days I don't get it. Are you going to become a Twitch streamer? No. So, we kind of had this discussion a little bit on the previous live stream, but one of the big problems with... There we go. One of the big problems with Twitch is that Twitch, in order for you to, like, make money on Twitch... Aside from doing, yes, we go from Scottish to Russian to French without baguettes. In order to become a Twitch affiliated Twitch streamer and make money on Twitch, aside from just donations and stuff, you have to sign their exclusivity agreement, which means that all the content that you produce for 24 hours is Twitches and Twitches alone. I cannot, if I do that, I cannot simultaneously live stream to YouTube and to Twitch at the same time. I have to give up the simulcasting, which, quite honestly, I'm not real interested in doing. I much prefer the current configuration. It's just a lot better overall. And we went from underleading to overleading. Fantastic. Well, goodbye, Mr. Enterprise. We will switch to Secretary Ship Nagato and pray that, oh yeah, the Fushin is still trying to chase down our shiny horse. Destroyer-wise, Akatsuki, the only other one that's out there. Oh, great. Come try We're gonna wait for him to come back around this other way. Mostly because not really much else to shoot at. Tovarish, please. This is not acceptable. We have standards, and you are not adhering to those standards. Please turn broadside and face me. Excellent. Oh, for Pete's sakes. I don't want to go stationary, because going station... Well, look at where the Fujin's at, or the... whatever the heck that thing's called. Fusion! Like fusion, but without the... that. Make money on Twitch equals show your tits. You do not want to see the man boobs. Just take it from me. 10 out of 10, not worth it. Alright, Secretary Ship Nagato. Howdy! Now there was a hit. Okay, so... Secretary Ship Nagato, fire your last remaining salvo so I can finish this turn, please. We're just gonna sail out of the cap. I don't want to deal with the... Yeah, there you go. 3 citadels. Or not. Looks like she's slowing down, but I can't really tell. Hello! I hear you like all sorts of funny little battleship noises. That Atlanta should have no problem dealing with that freaking destroyer. While I finish off Mr. Nagato here. Bonk! It was nice knowing you. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Yep. Secondaries. What's going on here? Okay. It was nice knowing you. Gotcha. We are eating a lot of torpedoes. Keep backing up. Do what we can. Yep. We knew that was coming. So, overall, not too bad. Managed to do halfway decent. 115,000, 2 kills. Who knows what that Fusion is currently doing. I mean, I'm still spotted. We know he's over here somewhere. There's a Queen Elizabeth off over there. We're out of our... Oh, no longer detected. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. What is everyone's opinion on the U.S.? Richelieu that works for Russia now. Da! I don't think this is what you mean, but, okay. We're gonna go for this other cap here. We're detected. Nikes. Seriously, do your job. Oh, Enterprise! Hello! Comrade, please. I have present for you. It is glorious 15-inch baguettes. They taste funny, maybe a couple days stale, but overall very, very, very potent. Oh, please. Nothing would please me more than to see this Atlanta just decimate those... Oh, no! Come on, Atlanta, you can do it. This Queen Elizabeth is over here. We should probably be paying very good attention to him. Well, Enterprise is being smoked up. Is no longer smoked up. Please. Oh, 5 overpens. Miss me! Oh. So now we truthfully need to go find the Queen Elizabeth and kill it. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Alsace is a better BB. Probably the best one at tuna. Would you say Richelieu is a brawler or a support ship? Unequivocally, Richelieu is the... Oh my. He's trying to start me on fire. Richelieu is... Richelieu is actually a really, really good support ship. I really don't think it's I really don't think it's a very good anything else. As far as brawling is concerned, there's not really any battleships in this game that I would say are really overly adept in the area of brawling. Goodbye. Oh, for Pete's sakes! Well, at least start me on fire. Oi, you bleein'... Well... Keep shooting him down, boys. Oh, are you kidding? He's running away? Whew. Alright, so Queen Elizabeth should be coming around here somewhere. Where are you at? Ah! Puh! Good night! Ooh! Derped a gun. Wow! Alright, well... we're just going to continue to run at this point, since this match is basically ours, provided we live. Yes, I left the cap indeed. Oh, Hipper, stay alive! Whew! That was a good game. Hello, Chris Meek, welcome. Yes, I indeed left the cap. We did the most honorable thing, and we won because we chose to play the objective. So 141,830 damage. Really no secondary hits, and this is what I'm talking about. Even though the secondaries were involved in this match, they really don't do that much. Somehow, after all of that, we managed to be third. Wow, that's pretty impressive. 1.7 million potential damage there. Enterprise causing the most trouble for us. And there is the credits and XP screen. All right, so that was Richelieu. Yes. Alsace is exactly the same as Richelieu, only with an additional quad turret. Like, seriously, how could you possibly not like that ship? That's what I want to know. I mean, it really is... It really is something, I'm telling you. Oh, we were supposed to get flags and not this. Whatever. Oh, we got the Nambu Type A modified pistol. Do I have enough in the collection here to... no, we only have 3 duplicates. That's unfortunate. We need more duplicates. Oh. We need one more duplicate, and then I can finally get the ability to change the colors on my destroyers here for Yamamoto. Alsace has an annoying armor layout to shoot at. I would agree. Well, I think all of these actually have a really annoying layout to shoot at. Yes, it's covered in 32 millimeters, but if we take away these things like, yo, dog, I hear you like hidden citadels, so we hid the citadel behind all this armor. Really, really a great ship. It honestly is. Okay, so we've played back to... Oh, we did have that. So let's bring out Hindenburg. We've not played Hindenburg on live stream in a while. It's been long enough that I have to actually pull my captain from the Graf... Oh, he's on Prince now. I forgot. We played Prince Eugen on the last live stream. We're going to change the camo. What camo? We'll do the Pi Day camo. We'll get rid of our last Pi Day camo. What's this look like for merit of service? Now, see, now this is a cool camo. Dear Wargaming, please hand this camo out for more. That camo is all white. All right, Battleship Hindenburg, engage. Do you always go for try your luck when opening containers? Yeah, for the most part I do. And it's not really ever worked out all that well. One of the biggest problems with the container system is that even though it is much better than the system that preceded it, getting super containers out of them is like pulling teeth. I think the last one I had is it was actually on Livestream, I think. That's been probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. Are you still unable to play the new American cruisers? That's correct. I cannot. I am only a super tester. I am not a community contributor. And until that changes, I cannot play the USN cruisers that I have that are still under NDA. Suffice it to say, if you're looking for information for them, consider looking at the community contributors and all that they entail. Okay. So we've actually hit the hour mark here. Just as a reminder for those who want to hang around after this, we're going to take about a 15-minute break or so after the last. So we're going for 3 hours on this, on World of Warships. After this, we're going to turn around and we're going to play about 2 hours of War Thunder or Ground Forces, which is their equivalent to World of Tanks. So if you want to hang out for that, feel free to do so. We'll probably spend some time talking about my opinions on World of Tanks versus War Thunder tanks, the reasons why I play War Thunder tanks and not World of Tanks, even though there's a lot of, there is a lot of benefits to playing World of Tanks while having as much premium time as I do. What is my favorite community contributor? Well, aside from the Warships podcast, which is fantastic, by the way, aside from those guys, that would be Kami Samurai, Kurlorn, and Vanessa. That is by far my favorite podcast that I listened to since Shoot the Red Ships went off. But aside from those guys, YouTuber-wise, I would say my favorite is probably going to be Jingles, followed closely by No Zoop, I would say. I like iChase too, but I like iChase a lot. I like his content. He and I have very similar opinions. I just don't know. I don't know. His videos and I guess I don't know the right reason why I don't particularly care for him. Video-wise, he does great content. I don't know. Maybe it's just jealousy. It's probably just jealousy. I'm just jealous that his channel is 8 times the size of my channel. Actually, I think he is at 10 times the size of my YouTube channel. Which, that's perfectly fine. I mean, he's been doing this at the same time as I have, and he's put a lot of work into his YouTube channel. And I am perfectly happy with where I am at. Absolutely. There is nothing I would change about the current situation that I have on YouTube. It is fantastic. You guys are all fantastic. The fact that there's this many of you people that are interested in listening to me talk is scary. But it's also really good. Republique shooting HE. Interesting. Ouch. That hurt. We're gonna throw up our scout plane here, so. Jingles is definitely really big channel. But he also plays 4 or 5 different games that have gotten him a very large viewer base. One of the things I would like to eventually start doing is adding an additional game. But man, my time is so limited right now, I don't know that I could hang on to it either. Oh, come on. Things are slowly racking up damage here on this Republique. There we go. There's a good hit. My big thing, you know, if I was going to say that I wanted to do this, we'll use the term full time. I mean that term very loosely. If we were to do this, if I were to do this more full time, I think I would probably take the stream. Ow, that had to hurt. I think I would take the live streaming route as opposed to the YouTube static content route, simply because of the it's a little bit less stressful. It's stressful, don't get me wrong, but it's not quite the same as having to have content out at a given period of time and all that. We're racking up some damage here. You seem to fail at keeping peace and seem to resort to gun diplomacy almost immediately, I have to say. Yeah. It's that is true. We prefer the Russian style of negotiation, aka I'm going to bust your window down and we are going to negotiate mano a mano. It is funny to hear iChase curse. I don't think he does it very often. In fact, I would say I'm probably worse than he is with regards to that, but that's not to say that either of us are particularly innocent members of this party. We have a Gearing that is off doing all sorts of nasty things to their team. That's hilarious. Hey! Quit putting holes in my butt! No! I said stop it! What is... Oh, that's the Zhao. No wonder. This is gonna be hilarious, by the way. So that Zhao is shooting at me. That Zhao is currently in the midst of a boatload of torpedoes. He is currently exposing enough broadside and currently spotted enough that there is no reason that we cannot remove him from this game quite effectively. The question is we need more spotting of him. Hello, comrade. Would you like to say hello to my beautiful 8-inch guns? Yep, there's risks. Oh, you see he's turning now, because he knew better. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna repair, because, don't have enough hit points to really spare too much more. We also don't want to turn into those torpedoes. Why don't you co-stream with one of them? This is a good question. I don't know that I have a particularly good answer to it. The big decision there is finding time. And it would be awesome to find time with one of those guys, because I think that, yeah, I don't know. I think that they offer a lot of really good content and advice. I've spoken with both NoZoop and iChase before. Interesting little tidbit. iChase and I actually started our YouTube channels very similar time frames. I took a massive break. He did not. And I actually stopped doing YouTube for about 6 to 8 months. And I would like to think that our content is comparable and that we're both equally as good, but the reality is he's got a lot of dedicated viewers, and any of them are you guys. And I appreciate the fact that all of us can enjoy the content equally. So Battleship Hindenburg here, crossing over into the oh my range. That Bismarck is dead, but trying to get what little damage I can out of it before I have to go back. Battleship Hindenburg. It's Republic. It'd be nice if this gearing was not off in La La Land. We're gonna slam on the brakes here. We're still spotted. This has me extremely concerned. Because the question is always, where am I spotted from? I don't know. And... oh, right there. The answer is right there. For those who are wondering where I was spotted from, the answer is the Kagero at point-blank range. Guaranteeing that, that hurt. Him, not me. Good night. I'm pretty sure that he's got torpedoes out. Yep, there they are. Oi! Battle cruiser Hindenburg. Yep, look at those torpedo beats. We're beatsing it. Alright, let's turn around. Chase got kicked from the CC because of thoughts on Graf Zeppelin. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm trying to focus here. I don't know why our team is complaining. We are actively winning this match. Not only are we winning this, we're winning this with a pretty healthy amount of points. We've got a healthy ship lead. Yep. We got... what? That showed hits! What the heck, Wargaming? That showed hits, but I didn't get any damage for them. I am upset. I am extremely upset, because now he is no longer detected. And if I were him, my torpedoes would be coming soon. German ship and no hydro. Blasphemy. That's because the AA on the ship is ridiculous, and yeah. Chase got kicked from the CC because his thoughts on Graf Zeppelin. Wargaming overreacted, kicked him, and then reoffered him a spot back when they figured out it was screwed up. Yeah, I mean... I think Wargaming did what they had to do. All things considered, were his comments inappropriate? No. You know, there's a lot of people that were frustrated with the way that Graf Zeppelin came out. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Hello! We're eating one. One is better than the one than the one I had before. So while we're off here chasing the Z-46, whom he launched him from basically straight ahead, but there's no way he's hanging out that way. At this point, we just need some WASD. His torpedoes will be up about the same time that our damage control will be up. We're gonna turn. Slow down, speed up. This is what WASD hacks are. Be nice if he would just expose himself, but I know I'm asking for a lot. The other thing to keep in mind here is as we get closer and closer to his last known position, we don't want to make massive rudder input changes if we can avoid it. Defensive fire is not what I wanted. I wanted the scout plane, you goof. So one of the downsides to this, okay, so our damage control's up. That means his torpedoes are most likely inbound. If I were him, there they are. Okay, so he's over here. Kurfürst is charging in, and we are definitely boxing him in. Oh, there he was. Come on. Yes. Hello, comrade. I hear you like being set on fire, so we went ahead and we laced our shells with vodka, and we are going to engage you with our vodka-infused rounds. Keep firing. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Those are torpedoes that he launched, by the way. I'm guessing. Vodka? Yeah, we need some Hefeweizen up in here. Oh, come on! Ugh. Come closer to Vorish. I just want to hug you. So now that we are no longer... Goodbye. And game over. There's Battleship Hindenburg for you. What are my thoughts on the current ranked season? I would say that really ranked is always an interesting... Ranked is always interesting. I am not, in particular, obsessed with playing ranked. The only reason I really have played ranked at all is because I enjoy getting the flags out of it. Beyond that, there's really no draw. I just don't. Just not a fan. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm glad that they finally have it at tier 10. I found the stat that they released in addition to that was also extremely entertaining. The fact that like 99% of the people that made it to rank 1 have tier 10s. So, yeah. Meme boat time, I suppose. We haven't played Okhotnik in a while. But before we do that, because we have reached the, well, we've almost reached the hour-and-a-half mark, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this early. I have my live stream schedule up here. Today is the 15th. Our next live stream is going to be May 19th, 2018, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can find me on Twitch at UrPeaceKeeper or on YouTube Gaming, Whiskey's Gaming Lounge. And hopefully you guys are going to come check that out. That is on a Saturday. So for those of you who are watching from overseas, hopefully we'll get to see you guys over. I know it's midnight-ish for most of you overseas, so I fully understand if you guys are unwilling or unable to make it. Also, if you have not checked it out already, there is a link in the description to this channel on both Twitch and on YouTube that has a link to my Discord server. Feel free to check it out if you haven't already. There's a lot of great people there that are willing to help you if you're struggling with the ship. A lot of people that can give you a lot of fantastic ideas, myself included. No self-promotion intended. There's a lot of people there with lots of great information and experience. There's people there that are willing to div up with people. We got voice channels so that you can communicate with them with voice. In general, all-around great place. Just a little unorganized, which pretty much describes my life. Okay. Also, in the description of this video, if you would like to, there is information on how to donate. Of course, Twitch, the only way for you to donate is to donate using Streamlabs. You can use PayPal or credit card that way if you want. YouTube, we have a couple more options. You can sponsor, which is the same as subscribing over on Twitch. There is also Super Chat there. No obligation intended. I'm not expecting to be paid for this. Just out having fun. So, okay. So, yes, Orlando. I do indeed play lower tier ships. They generally tend to be meme boats. So, that's, this is glorious meme boat. The question is whether or not I can get myself into a boatload of trouble or not. We don't have any cruisers that we can actually citadel reliably, and so we're going to play this one a little less aggressively than we normally would. So, TS Carcass GPK, thank you, Peace. You made my night now. Awesome. We got Okhotnik, which means hunter. And, Land Warrior, you know I don't have Midway, so sorry. No carrier love for you. Well, isn't that interesting? We have Mr. Bat-Rastardly in here. He is in an Eagle. We should go support him. I think Bat-Rastardly was the gentleman in the Bismarck video that provided smoke during a ranked match and basically made it, made that whole match work. Whoa! Look at those! That's pretty mesmerizing. That's like within the grid square. That's pretty impressive. Okay, so I realize that this is Imperial Russian ship, but Soviet Union is going to hijack this, so I can just say in Soviet Russia, guns shoot you. Also, torpedoes shoot you. One interesting tactic with the ship is that, believe it or not, you can actually stealth torpedo with this ship. I know, it's crazy. Why would anyone say this? Well, speaking of Okhotnik, hello, comrade. It would appear that you are, how shall I word this? You are traitor. You are a capitalist, and now you will pay the price. Speed boost? That La Galissoniere wants me. Get your French baguettes away from me. I am not for you to baguette launch at. I have my own banana boat problems. Hello. Yavlichka. I think my crew is a little excited. Oh, come on! What? Dear Wargaming, if I had one wish, it would be to get this Hatsuharu kill. It is not allowed. This is not to be. Jeez. Okie dokie. Well, we got 10,000 damage right off the bat. In DCS world, once I purposely collided with my bombs to say in Soviet Russia, bomb drop you. Nice. Whiskey, are you trying to do a Life of Boris impersonation? I don't know. Is this Life of Boris? I don't know. We did Life of Boris in Izyaslav video because, well, obviously we had to ask question, is he a Slav? And, well, I think we got the answer. No. Oh no, I'm located. Whatever could this mean? I'm no longer located. Could this also mean? So in order to stealth boat, English. I occasionally struggle with it. We are not in a position that I'm overly confident in dropping a lot of torpedoes at a target. Never mind a Cleveland, because I have no idea where this other Okhotnik is that is most likely what is, not spotting, but, what's the word I'm looking for here? Oh, that's right. That is, locating me. Anywho, so the question comes, when do we launch our torpedoes at targets that are approaching us? And the question is, oh my goodness, we have a Slav. Look at him. He is so ugly. We're actually launching these torpedoes a bit premature, but there's a distinct advantage to this. One, if this Okhotnik continues on his current path, he will most assuredly eat all of those torpedoes. If, for whatever reason, things happen, which... he might get away. Mr. Banana Boat. We're not gonna get the... What?! He managed to escape all of that. The memes are intense right now. So this Bayern, I don't think, realizes quite the danger he's in. That's alright. We've got plenty of distance in which we can fire from smoke. What's the number? Where's the number? Lucky shot. We're gonna hold on to these other two. Come out, wherever you are. One of two things is gonna happen. We're either gonna nuke that Bayern, or we're gonna nuke that Bayern. 2 torpedo hits. There he is. Okhotnik. Ouchies! I may not survive this engagement. It was nice knowing you, Tovarish. Oh! Oh my goodness. We might be memeing right now. We might be full meme. Give me kill! Ah! Well. There's our main boat! Do you recommend matching national alcohol to the ship being played? Vodka for Russian, wine for French, gin for the British, moonshine for the US. Inquiring minds need to know. You know, that's a good question, David, and I would say that if it helps you channel your inner Slav, you know, vodka is a good idea. It's always a good idea. I think if you have beer for Germans, I think this will be a good idea. No. I wish someone would have had Dasha say moose and squirrel when they had her speak English. What? Colby Thornton? I'm gonna say Thornton. I believe you and I have different definitions of peacekeeping. Sometimes, well, let's just put it this way. I'm an American, and Americans have a very specific idea of what peacekeeping is. You know, in America, we like to, what's the word I'm looking for here? Aggressively pursue our goals. And this includes the use of, this includes the use of force to keep the peace, you know. Peace through very, very large acts of violence. Hello, Hunnet. Renato King is asking me to play La Galissonière. I don't know if I have La Galissonière right now, but I think the... I know I don't have La Galissonière. Huh. Colby, that's exactly true. Boris and Natasha on the Rocky and Bullwinkle show. Sheesh. Don't you know anything about Russian spies in 1960s television? I am afraid I don't. We have minor problem. Minikaze? Dear God, no. No! 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 Maybe this Minikaze will impress me. I'm so far not. Let's... Oh my! Oh, I thought he was gonna get one. Oh, that would have been hilarious. You know, I've forgotten about Rocky and Bullwinkle. That is definitely a show I have not seen in a long time. Peace through superior firepower. That's exactly right. I do indeed have Emile Bertin. Emile is a very, very good ship. La Galissonière isn't necessarily horrible. It's just that... Oh, we have a Salt Lake City in here. Oh, it's a community... It's Volker the Viking! I did not realize that we had a... We had ourselves a CC in here. Well, we will say hello. Okay, so, no, not a Viking. Is that not Volker the Viking? I thought it was. If there was a cartoon character to represent the US, it would either be Yosemite Sam or Captain Caveman. Oh, man. Play the Yamato and get some citadels, then. I don't know. Don't really care if it was. TV ended in 1980. After that, it was just bad advertising. You know, it's funny you say that. If you look at what they're trying to do with TV, I don't know. There's a lot of angst, is a good word for it, over the YouTube existing. And quite frankly, I find it hilarious. What's wrong with John Doe? Well, aside from the fact that it was Steven Seagal, ironically enough, did anyone watch or happen to watch the Russian Victory Day parade? That was definitely interesting, and the reason why I say it was interesting is because they ended up showing Steven Seagal actually at the event, which is just weird. I don't even mute you on stream. Why would you want to mute me? Isn't the whole point of watching the stream, like, to actually hear me? Hello, Adnan. I am not going to attempt to butcher your last name. I think that would be insulting. But hello from the United States. I think... Where's Moon Puma at? Where are you at? Moon Puma. I think you guys have... There he is! I almost got the unique Russian commander when the VE Day missions were happening. Ah. Well, how come you didn't get them? Were you not slow enough? Did you not have enough vodka? You probably should have gotten that. Oh. Vulgar isn't one of your favorites? Well, I gotcha. Not everybody can, not everyone is, you know, not everyone is as entertaining to listen to as me. Anywho. I'm old as Khrushchev, still in office. No. Oh, wow. Salt Lake City was having none of that. Should I free XP the rest of Izumo grind, or should I just finish it? I don't know how close you are to finishing it, but I hate that ship with a passion, so I would say I would free XP it. That's just me. 3 stripes. Yes. Lots of Slav. Need more stripes. I was gonna go play UA Young, but don't know now. I want to take out Harukaze again because I feel like yeah, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play Harukaze. This is going to be entertaining. Let me make sure I have the right consumable this time for my play style. Ooh. Okay, Harukaze. This is not a Sashio. We are rocking what is essentially a Kagumo. Play Grozovoy next. You couldn't pay me enough to play Grozovoy. How much stream is left? Good news, Tovarish. You have exactly 1 hour and 25 minutes to go. Also, after this live stream, we are going to play some War Thunder Ground Forces. It's going to be about 15-minute break here. We'll probably drag Land Warrior into it if he's not being a scrub. Wow. The only radar on their team is the Moskva. Awesome. A name like American Man makes me doubt if you're actually American. Whenever I hear about Russia, I think of The Machine, like as in Rage Against the Machine. There's an irony to that, because Rage Against the Machine, that band, you listen to their lyrics, they were pro-communist. Random aside fact. Sweet banana boating. I'm glad that you are enjoying my banana boating. Cool, I'll be up for War Thunder Ground. Awesome. Want a challenge? Give Izumo a shot. I don't have Izumo for a reason. There's just no way that I will ever enjoy Izumo. It's just not possible. Nelson is better in every way at tier 2's 2 tiers lower. Atago. Ooh. You know, this is gonna be interesting. Kid and Lo Yang and possibly the Harukaze. I mean, they've got 3 destroyers that are pretty solid gunboats. Rage Against the Machine sure didn't like the US, but they sure like the record sales. Ain't that the truth? Izumo is not awesome when tanking AP to the face. That's like... I don't know. I don't know. I like to use USN guns on my Harukaze so I don't need IFHE for them to be effective. Yeah, I don't blame you. My only... What the deuces? My team doing it. Interesting. Banana boating sounds uncomfortable. No, banana boating is talking about Okhotnik because of how ridiculously shaped it is. Speaking of free XP, when you start your new how to play line, say a line you haven't played before, do you just free XP them or do you actually grind them out? It depends on the situation. Some lines I have free XP to the top. Let's see, I think the Royal Navy battleships is one that I did. Most of them, though, I've ground out. The only real time that I would ever consider solidly stating, you know, I'm going to free XP this line is when I spent a lot of time testing them, and as a result, don't really feel the need to play through them again. That would be one time that I... Hello, Mr. Lo Yang. Nope. Is he gonna continue to sail into the cap, or is he just gonna sit in the smoke? I think he's gonna continue to sail into the cap. So we're gonna do this. I don't think it's gonna get us much, but it'll give us laughs if nothing else. We're gonna go and try and cap B, since apparently rushing B in a Japanese destroyer is the most effective thing that we could possibly do. Oh, I'm hoping that we get... It would be funny to smack that Lo Yang with torpedoes. It really would. I'm not exactly holding my breath that it'll happen, but definitely stand a better chance of it happening. Asashio! I'm gonna lay a line of smoke going into this. Praying! Let's go. Slow it down. I can't even hit him. Amagi. We don't have to worry about Asashio's torps. Why did my first set of torpedoes not hit? Or first set of gun rounds? Asashio, we have both failed. My guess is that this Amagi is not going to fire until the very last minute. And I really don't care, because I am about to have torpedoes up. That Atago is mildly concerning, however. Looks like our team is going to be in a pretty effective position to just punish the ever-living crap out of him, so I'm not overly concerned by his presence. Would like to engage him, though. Oh! That's the Atago that just jumped into the cap. So since he's in here, we're gonna get our gunboating on, since I have no idea where Amagi is at. Hoping that, yes, do that. We got 27 seconds here. We are not going to hang around this. Oh! Alright, now we're bailing. No idea where this Amagi is at. So we'll get torps ready in the right direction. Nope! Cease and desist. Oh, what is this? What? Hello, comrade. Ach, puh. Rip. My hit point do. Yeah, we're dead. Because there's a Shimakaze over here as well. So, here's to hoping we make the best out of those torps. Oh yeah, good night. Really? Really? He survived that? He took 6 Japanese torpedoes and we only got 1 flood. Alright, Mr. Irritation, take it easy, man. Thanks for checking it out. And hopefully we'll see you on the next live stream on Saturday. So, anyway, literally finding the enemy team. Yeah. Yep, rip indeed. I knew that was probably going to happen. However, was anticipating my 6 torpedoes doing more damage than that. And then I remembered that these are actually the same torpedoes that Okhotnik has, which explains why they did not flood. Because at this tier, Okhotnik's torps kinda, well, pardon the pun, they're kinda hit or miss. Anywho, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna back out of this. Yeah, really. But now he used damage control to repair his health. He did, and, well, would have been nice had he actually eaten more of those torpedoes, in my opinion. That's just me. Akizuki, I think I created a new captain for him. Okay, as punishment for rushing a cap, he should play a ranked game. Well, we had to get the cap. I mean, if we didn't get the cap, nobody was going to cap anything, and we would have just lost. Which is super annoying. I hate how teams are so... Whoa. I don't know what the word is that I want to use that's polite. I don't know. Lackluster? No, let's do something different. We've not played Gearing in a while. Really not a fan of this boat, but we'll do it. We're going to rock it. So, Gearing. Unlikely that we're going to need that. Let's switch to engine boost. Here is my Gearings. Here is this. Do you have Molotov? Recently got the ship. Curious about captain skills. I do indeed have Molotov, or Mr. Mazeltov. He is here. I am not going to play him right now. Can you play Gneisenau, or do you not have her? Gneisenau is, Gneisenau are... I have Gneisenau unlocked. I don't play it. It's not in my port. It is more or less, in my opinion, outplayed by the Scharnhorst, which I think is a much better ship, because the guns on Scharnhorst are at least halfway cooperative. So... Hey, how's the French battleship line coming? Well, it's coming, slowly but surely. I mean, I have videos for the ships that need to get played. I'm in the middle of a break right now from producing static YouTube content. Really just kind of got burnt out with wargaming in general with World of Warships. Been doing a lot of testing of obviously the new light cruiser line, and I just needed a break. So, really only playing for the purposes of making, the Twitch stream and the YouTube streams and testing, and that's about it. So, taking a pretty decent break from the game overall. Should be back up next week. So, next week we will start off right away with, we're going to start off next week right away with the French battleship video, and then we're going to double up on the Russian cruiser videos so that we can get caught back up. What do you think about the special mods they're going to offer to get people to play their class right? Is this when World Warships jump the shark? Bribe sailors to fight right. I guess I don't know what Chibi talking about. Enlighten me. If you got a link for it, I'll check it out at the end of this, and I can post my thoughts up on the in the Discord server. But for now, map is Sleeping Giant, and woof. Sleeping Giant is this is a really good map for a U.S. cruiser to camp like right here right here. Otherwise, you know, when it comes to playing U.S. ships on this map, it can be kind of frustrating. Yeah, thought so. Des monies. Kill it. Kill it with fire. I'm detected. Ognovoy. Hello, comrade. We are not hanging out for this Des Moines to make us, his friend. We do have torpedoes up. We do need to remember that our torpedoes have torpedo armament expertise on them, so we only have a 13.5 kilometer range. Always a risk. Our Moskva is over here as well. Oh, we have 2 gearings. You could say we're gearing up to assault this cap. Oh, that was bad. That was so bad it actually hurts. I'm detected again. From where? There he is. Mr. Ognovoy, hello. It's all about being patient, you see. You see? It's all about being patient, you see, boy. If you're patient, things happen. What is this? I like it. I don't know what it is, but I like it. I blin, what are those? Shit. Nope, we're dead. It was nice knowing you. Actually, we're gonna flood out now. Even fracking better. This is why I don't like playing the ship. This thing's maneuverability sucks. Yeah, we're dead. We are legitimate. 5 to 1 says we're dead. Yeah. This is gonna be close if we're not. I mean, it's gonna be dang close. Oi! Come on, 3 seconds, 2, 1. Woo! We're a torpedo boat. It was nice knowing you as anything other than a torpedo boat. Jeez and Pete's. Ay, 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 ay. Hello, my name is Mr. Gearing. I am torpedo boat. With 622 hit points. Oh my goodness. Like they're dumbing down the game to force players to play no camp or hide. Well, I mean, let's face it. One of the biggest problems that this game has is that teams really... There's no real consistency in team play. There's no real bonus or benefit to team play either, which I think is just as big of a problem. I don't know. I think that there's a lot of different things that could be made to make this game more enjoyable. However, they are all equally fraught with problems. Yeah, I don't know. It's not an easy task, and I don't envy Wargaming for it. I really don't. I think they've got their hands pretty much tied, as tight as they can go, and not have people just absolutely throw a complete and utter hissy fit, you know? There's just, it's not easy. It really isn't easy for them. But they make so much money. They do indeed make a lot of money. There's no doubt about that. I don't think anybody is questioning that. Mr. Ognovoy, it would be so much fun to engage you, but yeah. Both of those ships are going to be... If I were Missouri, I would think I would be wanting to go more that way. So we've dropped our load, and it is time to turn back into being a glorious torpedo boat and running away. one of two things is going to happen. We're either going to get a couple torpedo hits on both those ships. Maybe we'll get lucky and dev strike one of the two destroyers that remains, a Shimakaze, which will outspot us, and a Fletcher, which will probably wreck our face. He doesn't die here pretty soon. Ooh, interesting. I don't know that we're actually going to get any torpedo hits. It's going to be close. We might get one. Might get two. I'm going with maybe one. What? What? No. Ay. I could probably stealth fire at these guys right now. Nope. Nope. No, we could not. I spoke too soon. I really also want to, well, I want to be in smoke. Woo! Woo, laddie! We definitely do not want to be, not paying attention to the range at which this Missouri is to us. I'm glad he is thoroughly distracted. If he dies, we are going to become nigh untouchable. If he decides to radar, I am basically dead. And I don't want to launch torpedoes if I can avoid it, because the torpedoes... Well, for one... Oh, he's not even paying attention. Glorious! Glorious, glorious, glorious. We will go ahead and engage our lovely, lovely gunnery skills here, because now we have the opportunity. He is making what I'm going to call a suicide turn. We're going to launch torpedoes. Maybe we'll get lucky. Probably not, because, well, that's the way this game has gone so far. He is not happy right now. Nope. We are not going to get any torpedo hits because of the Missouri's corpse. That is ridiculously unfortunate, so... Dear 5-inch 38s, please do some good work so that we can continue to collect our... Oop, nope. Rip him. Alright. Well, Yay. Oh, Wargaming lied to us again. They are giving more commie battle cruisers radar. Uh-oh. Well, that's no bueno. I mean, well, we know where the Shimakaze's at. You want to know how I know? Right there. I really would love for none other than to be able to go over there and just torpedo the ever-living crap out of that Shimakaze, but I think he's much better equipped at dealing with me right now than I am with him. DDs are faster paced, the clock won't help. What? Whiskey doesn't have a southern accent, he's from western Iowa. But you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan! By Lieutenant Dan, I actually mean Land Warrior. Who's not much of a Land Warrior anymore. Anyway, I am not from Iowa. Dear God, no. I would not. I don't want anything to do with that state. No disrespect intended. And another buff to the Tier 10 Japanese carrier, of course. Didn't you know that the United States had the worst carriers of World War II? We had absolutely zero ability to, you know, effectively engage enemy aircraft with an aircraft carrier. We were just terrible. Absolutely terrible. Well, that didn't work. Well, East Gulag. Duh! So we definitely did not finish high on our team. In fact, we finished at the bottom of our team. Yeah, that was a terrible game. Lost money even. Fantastic. So why is Gearing... Here's the question for you. Why is Gearing worse than Fletcher in every perceivable way? Well, let's talk about this. There are three major factors. Go away. Shoo. Shoo. Shoo, 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 shoo. Are we calling Nebraska Western Iowa? No, Land Warrior is, because he doesn't know anything at all. You know, and he's from, what, Texas is where he lives at. I don't think that's where he's from. But we know his education isn't terribly strong. What's wrong with Iowa? I have jokes about this. Are you sure you want me to tell you? Anyway. So the biggest difference between the Fletcher and the Gearing, in my opinion, is that... Hello, Vladimir Martel. Vladimir. Sorry, there's an I in there. The biggest difference between these two ships is going to be, one, concealment. So Fletcher is at 5.8. Gearing is at 5.9. Not a huge difference. The second one is going to be maneuverability. 36 knots, 640 meters versus 36.5 knots, 560 meters. And then the torpedoes. So 10.5K, 66 knots is pretty good, but 90-second reload time. Gearing, 71 knots, 13.2K, 115.6. So you're adding 25 seconds, almost a half a minute to your reload time to gain not a whole lot of really anything. In fact, these actually do 17,900 damage. I think these do slightly less. Yeah, they do less damage as well. So Fletcher, generally speaking, is a much better ship overall than Gearing. But one thing I want to draw attention to is this. 11.1 kilometer firing range versus 12.9. Yeah. A lot of people are saying, oh, no, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter, but it really does matter. It matters in the sense that that extra 1.8 kilometers of firing range means hitting battleships from further out, which means you can shoot in your smoke from further out. Not something you can easily do otherwise. All right, our next battle is going to be in Cleveland. I have to pull my Cleveland captain from another ship that I am testing that I cannot show you. We've got a crate to pick up, so let's do that. Flags, more signals and consumables, because I am out of my Sierra mics, and double strikes are so rare in this game. Gimme, gimme! Oh, we got 2 more duplicates. You know what that means. That means we're going to be able to unlock our Yamamoto skills. Isn't West Virginia full of cousins? Oh my goodness. What? What did I get a duplicate of that... What? What other thing did I get a duplicate of? I had 3 duplicates prior to this. Now I have 4. What? Well, apparently not. Alright, Cleveland, let's go! USN Torps were mostly trash, but how the subs made them work is beyond me, like the USS Swordfish and the USS Bowfin. Oh man, like so many things from World War II about US stuff, early war, there were some bugs in the works. The Mark, was it 14 and Mark 15 torpedoes, so that's the surface and sub-launch torpedoes. They used a magnetic influence detonator in addition to a contact detonator. And the problem was that the magnetic influence detonator was too sensitive. And if you had a large enough swell, the magnetic influence detonator would actually detonate because of the changes in the magnetic field due to the waves and the static electricity that waves generate. So you had premature detonations. They also had problems with depth keeping due to a faulty check valve, and they had problems with heading keeping to where they would circle track. All of those problems were solved by about 1943. And once they figured out that... Oh, by the way, there's one other thing about the detonator that I want to talk about. The detonators on torpedoes, if you ask most people, just off the cuff, what they think the best angle for a torpedo to hit another ship at is, they will tell you most likely 90 degrees, perpendicular. So if I were to launch torpedoes, I would want them to come from straight broadside. Answer is no, that's actually wrong. What they found and what the US contact detonators actually had a problem with is it would hit the side of the ship at a high enough speed that it would actually shatter the detonator. It would kill the fuse, and it would never detonate because it hit too hard. And so they wanted U.S. captains to be able to launch their torpedoes, U.S. sub-captains primarily, so that they impacted at about a 10 or 15 degree angle off of 90 degrees, so perfectly perpendicular. Basically at about this angle here. And that actually took some of the force out of it, and that was kind of a pre-war, or not pre-war, but that was kind of like an interwar fix to just kind of sort of make things tolerable. End of the day, still didn't work out terribly well. U.S. early war torpedoes were garbage. U.S. late war torpedoes were absolutely ridiculous. They were way more potent than people give them credit for, and that's due to having some of the best explosive filler in the world. How about 10,000 damage off of an Omaha? That's awesome. So anyway, U.S. torpedoes actually started doing really, really good at the late war. They switched their explosive filler. They started using Torpex, which was way more potent than most other nations' stuff was. Just a lot of really good things all around about late war U.S. torpedoes. Interestingly enough, we kind of sort of had a similar conversation in reference to the Sherman tank, and how there are a lot of people that think that the U.S. Sherman tank was a bad tank. And the answer is it wasn't. It was actually a really good tank. It had a lot of distinct advantages over some of its contemporaries, and contrary to popular belief, they actually had plenty enough armor. Whoa. Shoo, shoo. They actually had enough armor. They were pretty well armored, all things considered, given their contemporaries. They also had very comparable levels of frontal armor protection to the Tiger, which is also interesting. And the 75mm gun, while not the best gun ever for tank killing, was very, very capable of killing enemy infantry, which is part of the reason why it was so revered. Oh my goodness! I knew that those were coming! And I didn't want to turn this way, but I had to make a choice between broadside to battleships or broadside to a DD, and I was hoping, against all hopes, that it wouldn't come to that. And surprised I'm not dead. Leave me alone. Quit putting holes in my boat! I'm so fed up with you people. Really? Seriously, what is spotting me right now? It's got to be that kamikaze, but we're in that position again where I'm guessing there's a whole wall of torpedoes coming and I'm dead. Just waiting for the confirmation from the spotting plane that that is the case. No torpedoes, surprisingly. Not yet, anyway. They aren't there now, they will be soon. That one. I want that one. Wah, wah, wah. No! Ach, puh. So this Normandy is doing exactly what I was hoping he would do. The rest of their team is also doing exactly what I had hoped they were going to do. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to boogie out this side. Oh, hey. Dear God, please kill him now. We're dead. 5-1 says we're dead. Yep, there it is. Bounce! We bounced! We bounced shells! What is that? What is that? We will punish you, Mr. Kamikaze R, for all that you have done in this match. I hope you detonate. I can't believe we're still alive. We're not gonna live for much longer. Yeah, I didn't think so. You should send me a box of Krasny Krims. That would be awesome. I'm just kidding. 1 million potential damage. Do you follow anything dealing with the Hunley? No, I don't. Germany just over-engineered their tanks. It took like 15 steps just to change the oil, where in the US it was like 3. One of the biggest advantages that the US tanks had was actually in its overall maintenance capabilities. If you lost an engine or transmission in a US tank, it was actually really, really easy to replace it. As a result, there were a number of things that could be done to remediate those problems, if you will. And so, yeah. Looks like you're having one of my games. Yeah, that was a rough match. I won't pretend to know what happened there. That's going to most likely... Well, look at this. I mean, we've had a pretty good run of it so far. I kind of want to play... Wait a minute. What got a Cleveland pending. Hindenburg, Belfast. Yeah, we're going to play... I want to bring out Baltimore. We're kind of doing the U.S. farewell tour here, if you will. Have you ever had a teammate try and save you from torps by shooting at them? Yes, I have. It doesn't work. I so knew that those torpedoes were coming, and it was like, I don't want to turn in, but I'm in a really crappy place to do something other than turn in. Of course, we would end up on this map. Of course we would. You needed a degree to do maintenance on a German tank. U.S. tanks any farm could fix because it was a tractor. I don't know of any tractors during World War II, during that era, that had radial engines. Pro tip, the Shermans did. All of them. Well, not all of them. There were a couple of them that had, was it, oh, they were Chrysler V8s. Which surprisingly actually offered a pretty good degree of flexibility. One other interesting thing, I've been watching a lot of the Chieftain's videos, not to plug a Wargaming employee, but he has a lot of really good videos where he talks about like the insides of those and stuff. He does have really good videos explaining the reasons why the Sherman tank lingered on in its entirety for as long as it did. And we'll talk more about that when we get to War Thunder, because really the only tree that I have 3 different trees that I'm playing right now, and it's the Germans, the Soviets, and the U.S., and I'm further in the U.S. tree. I rather like the Jumbo in War Thunder, one of my favorite tanks. Yeah, I have the 75mm Jumbo, and I think for its battle rating, it's actually really, really good. I think the 76 version of it is a little too high, but it's in a decent place. Montana, Yamato, Iowa, Richelieu. So the only battleship we can bow camp is Richelieu. Everything else is going to rip us in the pepperonis. Can you please play Pan-Asian destroyers like the Tier 9 or 10? Yes, we can. The Sherman had Caddy motors, and Chrysler and diesels made from the radial engine, although it was not reliable. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know that much. One thing I did find interesting though was the amount of armor on the Jumbos was quite impressive, given how little change in speed and maneuverability there was in real life. Now, obviously, in video games, the balancing jerks, I almost said Nazis, balancing jerks, got a hold of it and, of course, nerfed it into oblivion because, well, Russian game, kind of like another Russian game that we play a lot. Hello, Mr. Des Moines. So that's gonna hurt him a lot. I like this boat. If you get into the right positions with this boat, it is really, really hard to deal with effectively because it is so potent. If anything gives you a broadside, you nuke it for 10,000 damage. If anything gives you a freaking bow on profile, you just burn it to death. Yeah, you do have to... Oh, 5.5k. Really? I think Mr. Puddin is trying to get himself killed. Radar things. That way we can continue to spot our enemy. Oh, finish him. Finish him. What I would like to be able to shoot at is that Montana. There he is. Come on. There we go. Take that. The one piece of land that I could have possibly hit. And I smoked it. I mean, I nailed that guy. Jeez. Talk about embarrassing. You're trying to shoot at an enemy battleship and you smoke the little... Oh, hello. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Rip. Whose freaking spotting plane is spotting me? And why? We're gonna try and fall off here. I don't think it's gonna happen. There we go. Nice. Oh no! Well, that sucks. Keep going. Just keep going. Keep going. It's just a Montana, everybody. It just hurts a lot. That other Montana we're also broadside to. It hurts a lot. Oh, dear God. How am I alive? No! Shoo! 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 Don't shoot at me! Ah! Oh my! I need to talk to Moon Puma, and we need to get me some polite cuss words like "I blin," so that I can have more interesting and fun phrases to say when I'm being shot at by their whole team. Oofta! Meanwhile, this ship is a really good cruiser hunter. It's a really bad battleship hunter. We're just gonna keep sailing away until we drop off detection now because we need to heal, and I would like to not die before I get the opportunity to. Goodbye. So meanwhile, that's why the first M46s were 75 and 105 for infantry support. 75, not 76. The first M4s were all 76 millimeters. Or 75 millimeters. See, now you got me saying it. And yes, that's exactly why. For infantry support reasons. It was one of their primary design considerations. It was probably the single most important thing for the Army, to have them be capable of attacking ground forces and do so in a somewhat reliable manner. And so they did that. Now the 76 was widely considered to be a worse infantry support gun, but a better anti-tank gun. And so they definitely preferred the 76 for obvious reasons in Normandy when they were trying to you know, handle the Panther and Tiger threat. Jesus. But at the end of the day, the 75 was plenty capable of dealing with enemy tanks. Like I said, the Shermans compared quite favorably to even the Tigers and Panthers. And the reason for that is because the 75 had more than enough penetration to deal with those tanks. And it wasn't like it was... Thank you. Now to survive. Keep turning. Whew! Anyway, it had more than enough penetration to handle any of the tanks that they were going to end up dealing with. And so it wasn't a huge deal for them. to have access to the 75 and not have the 76 developed. And we had this thing called the, the M10 tank destroyer, and then later the M18, the Wolverine, and the... Can't say that I recall what the other one's name was. What is this Chung Mu doing? I mean, aside from eating my 8-inch shells, I don't know what he's doing. There you go. Detonate, 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 detonate. We got a WASD because of the Montana. Give me torpedo racks or something. Dang it. Was hoping. U.S. armor faced a lot more infantry and horses than Tigers, and Panthers, Panzerfaust, is probably the biggest issue for Shermans. Undoubtedly. Absolutely. Hellcat, thank you. Wolverine and Hellcat. Those two tank destroyers were primarily oriented towards hunting enemy tanks. Okay, so we have Chung Mu here. Well, they used wood, sandbags, and even off things like sheet metal they found to add protection to their M4s. They did. But that wasn't necessarily because of any real fault. It's just that towards the end of the war, the effectiveness of various tank guns got extremely high. And so there was a lot of good reasons by which they up-armored their tanks. And I don't blame them. I mean, who doesn't want better protection for themselves? Oh, shh, Nikes. We can bow camp the Richelieu, so we're gonna pray that the Montana... Jesus. Kill the Montana so that I can finish off this Chung Mu. Because the problem I'm about to run into is the fact that I am broadside to a Montana and kind of not in a good place to this Richelieu. Thankfully, the Rishi is not paying too much attention. So we'll keep focusing on the Chung Mu. Chung Mu! As we attempt, possibly futilely, to engage this Chung Mu at distances at which my 8-inch guns are no longer effective. Yes! Kill him! Do not let him live. Thank you. Alright. Oh my, the Richelieu is shooting HE. You've got to be kidding me. Chung Mu Torps, 10.5K. Not a huge threat at this range. However... Hello, Mr. Des Moines. Oh, we won. Well, that's unfortunate. M10 suffered losses from everything. Do you know why? The M10 had, like, paper-thin armor. Absolutely paper-thin armor. Oh, well, that was a halfway decent game in Baltimore. Hey, whoa. You be nice. Hey, whoa. After this, what are you doing? We should, I'm gonna be gonna take a 15-minute break after the end of this stream here in about 40 minutes. And then I'm gonna be playing War Thunder Ground Forces if you would like to join us. Okay, so let's go to the low tiers. We will break out, where's my Arkansas? Arc Beta. So, Arc Beta's shtick is we have Mr. Kappa Tane. He's the Kappa face. Land Warrior dropped you a 20. He says, do that thing he likes. He did what? I don't believe him. I don't believe him at all. He didn't drop me nothing. He did a long time ago, and that was because I played, I think it was Enterprise that I played. So here's Arc Beta. Here we go. Oh, yeah, we'll play UA Young after Arc Beta. You do too, play War Thunder. Oh, no, wait a minute. You're right, you don't. Okay, Solomon Islands. This should be a good map for us to get up close and personal, especially down today. Air 2020 equal elite one-shot. Well, speak it down below in chat. There is nothing saying that he donated. Yeah, he downloaded. He's in the ticker as downloading $20 a long time ago. That was after I played Enterprise. That wasn't the stream. Arc Beta Brother. What? Kidzilla. St. Louis. We got a beefy horn too. Okie dokie. You know, Elite's just a salty Polish person. He's a salty Polish dog. Have I played ranked yet? I have not bothered, to be honest with you. Air 202 Striker says, okay, let me donate. Need to support my poor friends. Okay. You know, all you're doing by donating money is encouraging me to spend more money on my Mustang, right? We're just charging whole hog straight ahead, because quite honestly, I don't think that they're going to be coming around this end in any real force. Whiskey, I would have had something for a donation, but the cashier at 7-Eleven had other plans. Okay. Oh, Wakataki. I'm glad Mr. Wakataki decided to come play. I wish he would get closer. And the reason I wish he would get closer is because my secondaries have a 6.8 kilometer range, and they are troll-tastic and hyper-accurate. Alright, we're gonna turn back in now. That... We missed! Oh my gosh. He was so incompetent, he left a pack of cigarettes the last customer didn't buy still in the system, so I apparently paid for them without knowing. Oh, that's nice. Whoa. Well, those are rude torpedoes. We're almost in range of this Orion. We might even be able to engage him at some point. What would be good Tier 8 Cleveland fit? Upgrades, flag, and captain skills, by the way. Quite honestly, I don't think I'm going to change anything, at least initially, on my Cleveland captain. I really don't see any real reason to make big changes. I think what... Oh, hello. I think the captain skills, like IFHE and stuff, I think those are going to be necessary to the point where I wouldn't recommend changing out of them. Dick move? What? That's going to be close. I think we're good, though. Okay. Who's... Don't leave B. Okay. We're gonna head up north now because, quite honestly, I think it's probably for the best. Hey, Air Striker is super chatted $5, but no message. All right. Yeah, the Arc Beta has the greatest AA in the game. It has so much AA that you can't even click on things. TAO12, our glorious ACOG number, says says that he has an 85 Trans Am he needs to restore again. Yeah, hello. If you've never looked into Pro Touring, You should definitely check out Pro Touring. It is an interesting concept in the fact that you get to do a lot of fun things with it, and I think it's really going to be the third gen Camaro and Firebirds are actually going to be really strong at like Good Guys Autocross events and stuff. They're lightweight. They've got good motors on them. I mean, I think you can do quite a lot with one. So I would definitely recommend doing that if it were me. My Fox body is a bit ridiculous. I am swapping in the motor from a basically, well, it's an F250 motor, but it's the same motor that was in the V8 powered Raptor, the first gen one, the 6.2 liter overhead cam V8. It should make dang good power, and wow, really? That's all we got for hits there? That stinks. It should be a very potent, oh! See, we can't even click. Yeah, he's coming at me. I think we're gonna eat one. Right on the nose. Boonk! Anyway, I think, I can't even complete my train of thought here. How ridiculous. I think I think it's gonna be a fun build. That motor is gonna be quite... Jesus. That dirt ski just dirt skied 2 dirt skis. Well, hello! Jeez. South Carolina trying to do some work here. Well, we added our some damage to him, but he's being kind of a jerk face. There's another destroyer up straight ahead. Anyway, it has a Cobra IRS in it and all that, so yeah. I'm not on duty today, so I'm not putting on that police uniform. You're gonna have to pay me a heck of a lot more money than what you just paid me to get me to put that uniform on my days off. I'm all about I'm all about being fun and fair and all that, but yeah, no. All right, secondary's going to town on the Danae now, finally. Although I'd really prefer they go to the Okhotnik, but I don't think they're... We'll keep them focused on him for right now. I think the Okhotnik is going to be... Yeah. So we're just going to keep slow here. Danae is turning for torpedoes. Good night. There's the Okhotnik torps. Keep on keeping on. Okie dokie. Next up, Kawachi. Oh, go accelerate, Arc Beta. Well, that stinks. Oh, nice. Maybe we'll target our secondaries over here on this Wyoming. Maybe he'll get within range or something. I don't know. 6-9, 6-8. Come on. Yes, there they are. Go. Go, secondaries. Go. Oh, for Pete's sakes. He's within range. Why aren't you targeting anything? Ah! Fine. We will send them off to Mr. Kawachi then. Well, hopefully everybody's at least getting, like, partially entertained by this. Jeez. The secondaries on this are quite impressive. If I could actually get, you know, into range to utilize them, that would be a total... Wow, we just stole that, like, shameless. We need this island to just disappear. It is a hatchback. There were no fastbacks in in the Fox body generation of Mustangs. They were all either hatches or notches. Yeah, buddy. Look at the secondaries doing some work. This thing has really good secondaries. I mean, we're not doing like insane amounts of damage, but we're getting lots of hits. I mean, we're getting damage. Look at how many hits we're getting on him, though. Oh, come on, guns. The front two guns are... And... kill... Yep, mine. Well, the secondaries are quite good, so... Yes, the 6.2 will definitely make it unique. Yeah. In 2018, law enforcement eat their gluten-free kale smoothies with seaweed-infused bran muffins. Really? I don't think I've eaten any of those things. Anyway, yeah, the 6.2 overhead cam motor will definitely make it unique. The nice part about that motor is it will support up to 460 cubic inches, which is like 8.2 or something like that liters. Yeah. Anyway, I plan on taking it to 7 eventually, but not right away. In fact, after I get done with all of my stuff tonight, I am actually going to order the new K-member front suspension for it, and that will be the Air 202 just donated another $5. You need me in your life. You're right. I do in fact need you in my life. It's so true. Anywho, so the new K member is going to obviously be the Maximum Motorsports one, and it is going to be what's the word I'm looking for here? Should be very, very strong. That's what I'm going for. Anyway, the Fox body, the IRS that's going into it is the Cobra IRS. Not really necessary, but the reason why I want the IRS in there is because I just want it to be unique. There's not that many Fox bodies out there with the 6.2 in it. There's even less. Actually, there's only one other Fox body that I'm aware of that has a 6.2 in it. There is not another out there that has a 6.2 with the IRS. So, yeah. Anyway, that's the reason why. It will not be a drag car. It will be for handling purposes. I am planning on gutting the car as much as possible and then adding in just a few items that make it class legal. And then wait a minute, what? What? No, I am not. I was not in the, Lil Will just super chatted. LS swapped the Stang Scrub. No, I was not in the military. I am a law enforcement. I am a police officer. That is my penance, if you will. That is my choice to serve. So, I chose that. But what question are we asking here? There's a choose commander button. Trying to find. How do I set the captain up for a Minotaur? Oh. Watch the video. Yeah. I actually the captain skills video for the captain skills video for the Royal Navy cruisers is still very relevant. So that would be my recommendation, is to check out that video. Notch pack is by far the coolest. 10 out of 10 disagree. Hatchback for life. May not be very strong, may weigh more than the notches, but notches are highly overrated. That's me being... Oh! Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no! Did you see what was around this corner? I am not hanging out to find out what that thing does when it comes around this corner. F that. Well, my torpedoes definitely got detected, so that Iowa would be stupid to carry on his current path. He probably will, because reasons. How to make a Gearing regret his decision to open fire. Oh, there's no way those are hitting. They've been spotted. I'm being radared, so that's a radar Minotaur on the other side of this island here. Maximum order stuff makes great stuff. Yes. My only gripe with Maximum Motorsports is that a lot of their G's and Pete's, a lot of their stuff is not designed for a 6.2 swap. Anyway. Yeah, I should have known the Iowa was going to back up, but you know what they say, hindsight being 20/20 and all. Okay, stealth or more rudder. I think that really depends on what what you're planning on doing with it. I mean, if you're gonna be a radar Minotaur, then obviously you're gonna want rudder over anything. And I definitely covered that in the video too, so would highly recommend checking that out. Let's see here. Rebuilding a Celica GTS? Sweet. Hopefully that project is going well for you. Restoring vehicles is a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of freaking work. That Gearing again. Hello, Comrade Gearing. So this is a dangerous place to hang around in for too long, but we're gonna do it to see if we can't get this Bismarck on fire. I'm hoping that by shooting at him, those two yahoos over there will ignore me. We are going to bail out of here now, though. And the reason for why is quite simple. That Gearing is right there. He's got torpedoes. Somewhere around here is a radar Minotaur. We don't want to hang around. More or less just doing things to troll and delay cap. Oh, we already have this cap, so we don't need any more cap points. Don't think we're getting anything on Yami over there. Oop, there's Minotaur. Well, if he's there, well, what the heck? I just looked up Maximum Motorsports, so much Mustang junk. Roll bars to ensure good crowd plowing, modular engine packages to overcomplicated 400 horsepower. Oh, jeez. You have to be either one of the best or worst trolls, Lil Will. Oh man, we're gonna try and go over here. Boy, since they're pushing hard around the other side, I think we'll just keep trying to push this side. I mean, it would be nice to be able to torpedo this Bismarck, but it would be even nicer to see this Gearing and then just raffle stomp him. Especially since the Minotaur is no longer a help. There's the Bismarck. No longer detected. Well, that's rude. Radar Minotaur. Guaranteed. Every single time. Always radar Minotaur. Miss me! Oh, man. And the Posty 501, which I misread as the Poopsie, donated 20 pounds, Great British Pounds. Says, enjoy your content, cheers. Well, thank you, I appreciate it, and that will definitely go a long ways towards helping the Fox body build and make me do even more fun and interesting things to troll the ever-living crap out of, you know, the typical Mustang driver. And we are getting some torpedo hits on that Bismarck. There is no doubt about that. One Bismarck. That's it. That's it. Is this real life right now? We only got one torpedo hit on the Bismarck. He must have had his hydroacoustic up. Where is Radar Minotaur at? What I want to know. Where is the Radar Minotaur? If I were a Radar Minotaur, what would I do? If you were a Radar Minotaur, what would you do? I mean, I would go find an island to hide. Because quite honestly, you need it. Oh, we're doing damage. We were doing damage. We're no longer doing damage. This gives me a healthy case of the SAD. Yamato. I don't know. That way if he slows down. I would really like this Radar Minotaur. I don't know. 1986 Mustang SVO is one of my favorite cars. What's your opinion of them? Fantastic. I love the turbo 4-cylinder motors. They really are one of the better motors that Ford ever designed and came up with. And the fact that they were able to get such good and solid performance out of them for as little as weight and displacement that was in them is just awesome to me. We're gonna engage this gearing. Maybe troll him into shooting at me or something. Well, come on. Yeah, there you go. Go ahead and shoot. Oh, Radar Minotaur, there he is. We're getting some torpedo hits on that, Definitely getting some... Oh! Yeah. Radar Minotaur should definitely be having his, Saved by the bell! Okay, now we do have something else to worry about. That's torpedoes inbound from the gearing, so definitely something we need to back around the edge of this island if we can. Anything to make our lives easier, especially after counting our blessings that we're dealing with Radar Minotaur like that. So AP on this ship does quite good damage, as you can see. Have you ever seen a gearing go to sea? If you've ever seen, soon you will be. Anyway, random off-topic singing. Come on, give me the kill. We are going to keep charging over here. I think we've got enough of a surprise on this gearing. If we come out here... Okay, switching over. Mr. Gearing, where are you? Mr. Gearing! Where did you go? If I were him, I would not be hiding in that smoke cloud. That would be the last place I would want to be right now. What do you want to bet he's still there? Corvettes are good cars. I've driven a couple of them. Absolutely enjoyed the ever-living crap out of them. Seriously, where is this gearing? Not too many places he can hide. I want to charge the smoke and risk it. This is one of the few times where I wish I had radar instead of smoke. Nope, smoke is dissipating. We're detected. Gearing. Right there. Back up! Wop wop wop! Wop bam bam! If this Bismarck doesn't turn away, yeah, I was gonna say, I would be surprised. Okay, we're gonna speed up and we're gonna turn again. I At this point, we are going to bail on the smoke, because if I were that gearing captain, I would have already launched torpedoes en masse at the smoke. And by the way, this is another perfect example of where the range is a limitation on the gearing, and the, oh my goodness, he's going to run into my torpedoes. What a what? Oh, those are probably the most fortuitously launched torpedoes in the history of this game. Hello! My Yue Young says hello to you. Ach, puh. I would love to engage him. However, Mr. Friedrich der Gross over there, he's kind of a jerk face, you see. And we have no idea where this gearing's at, you see. You see? And without being able to spot the gearing, it's a bit of a bad idea to go off and engage things. Unnecessarily, that is. Good. Oop, there's the gearing. So gearing is off doing gearing things. We are going to get closer and closer. Seriously, somebody should finish him. Why has nobody finished him yet? Don't know. Yes. Yes. Beep, beep, beep. We're gonna hope that we do enough damage by the time our smoke conceals us and we disappear that we can kill him before we lose sighting on him. We got a fire on him. He's dead. Very nice. On to the next target. And looks like torpedoes going well. And down he goes. Sweet goodness gracious, we are having a grand time. Saw ZL1 earlier today, didn't hear the supercharger. Wah, wah, wah. Interestingly enough, I have driven the new Camaro Z28. I have driven, what other cars have I driven from the Camaro, from the Chevy Club? I've driven a couple of C6 and C5 Z06s. I've driven a number of GM products. Wow. Before the shells even got there, that Montana had had enough of his crap. Jeez. Oh, man. Double strike incoming. No, sadly not with these torpedoes. Deepwater torpedoes have a tendency not to do that. We are going to finish pretty well on this team, though. Pretty high on this team, though. Kidoki. Hennessy just built a 1,000 horsepower Camaro Z01 to challenge the Demon. Did Hennessy do that with parts that they stole off of somebody else's vehicle? Because that's kind of what they're known for. Yue Young did a pretty decent game there. 1.2 million potential damage in a destroyer. This was in a destroyer, folks. Destroyer. His balance boat. His very strong balance boat. Win rate today been quite great. Jeez. Alright, so we've got just one more game to play, since we are about 10 minutes from the end of this stream. Hopefully this battle will last longer than 10 minutes. That means we're going to finish it up with Montana. And yes. Some cars become gods due to a movie or TV show. Look at the Firebird and Knight Rider. Or how about look at the, the Mustang, the Eleanor Mustang. Interestingly enough, the Eleanor Mustang was created by somebody who is a big autocrosser, which is interesting. And that would be Mike Meyer and his dad of Meyer Racing. Of course, Mike Meyer has left Meyer Racing. And they actually designed the original body kit that went on the Nicolas Cage Gone in 60 Seconds. However, Gone in 60 Seconds was better when it was a Mach 1 and they did all of the awesome jumps and stuff with it. But that's just my opinion. The original one was way better because it was all car chase. Like, there was like 10 minutes of setup for the movie, and then like the rest of the movie was all car chase, which is awesome. Okay, so one of the rare games in which we have carriers. So, Hail Caesar, I hope you're better than Novena Espada. Novena Espada. I'm pretty sure that was not that. Carol Shelby, yeah, they were... The one that was used in Gone in 60 Seconds was, they called it an Eleanor GT500, Shelby GT500. Reality is it wasn't a real one, obviously, because it was a movie, but... he sold it because now he's broke. So many people... I really don't like that Mustang. I really don't. Like, I like the original GT500s, but I don't care for the Eleanor Mustang. It's really not that nice looking of a car. I've seen so many of them. It's so played out. I mean, it's almost like you had a mullet and a third-gen Camaro or something. Jeff Dunham owns that car? Really? Oh, the Batmobile. Am I just thinking aloud here? But in a good cop, bad cop scenario, Peacekeeper would easily be the good cop, right? I'd like to think so. But I make no promises, Tovorish. Sometimes when you go to Gulag, it is just time for you to go to Gulag, and, well, we do not make exceptions for those who need to go, so... Hello, Mr. Hindenburg. I think those are gonna miss. I think I underlet him. Maybe not. I'm guessing I did, though. Yep. So rare match with carriers in it. I don't... Mr. Hipper, how are you? Let's bump our tips. No, let's not. Would be nice to have spotting for this Shimakaze. There we go. Definitely want to shoot at the Shimakaze as much as possible. Please die. Submarines would be cool. No! Submarines would be terrible. Why would anybody want submarines in this game? You need a former U.S. Zeppelin hangar for your cars. You are winning. I wish. Wow, third-gen Camaros are epic. Did anyone catch how hard I just trolled him? Oh, that was perfect. Thank you for accepting my troll and you know, eating it whole, the whole thing. 3 bounces on the Musashi because, you know, balance. We're going to continue working this angle even though I'm, like, perpetually detected now. Should probably start... I mean, this Kiev is there for... Oh, Nikes. No, focus on that. I don't care about anything else right now but those freaking torp bombers. While we're making this turn, we'll just... We'll try and Citadel this Hindenburg. God damn it. Come on, Montana. We're eating 2. Oh. All because our Kiev will not go out and do his job. Their Kiev is constantly attacking me. Now they're trying to start me on fire because they know if they get me on fire, that's going to burn for a while. We're going to traverse back the other way since we're at risk. There. Eat that damage. You know you like it. Musashi trying to add in Stern Citadel because he's a jerk face. There's the Shima, so what was launching all those torpedoes off the other way? That's what I want to know. Ouch! At least I'm angled correctly. Yes, yes, yes. Keep putting your holes in my boat. I'm just gonna sail away. Is this where I get to insert my terrible singing? Was it a Journey song? Come sail away, come sail... that's not Journey. Who is that? Quick, somebody who's better at songs. I'm sailing away. Set an open course for the Virgin Sea. That's how Land Warrior would sing it. Oi! We lucked out with that Yamato shooting the other direction. Whoop! And turning. Rip. Cars rule Kansas. Sticks! Thank you! Thank you, Stone Gullet. Yeah. I grew up listening... This is gonna shock some people. I grew up listening to all that music, and I love that era for music, but I have zero idea what half of the bands are. I'm one of those terrible fans that likes certain music, but has zero idea who sings what. Yeah, give me. I was gonna say, give me something more than what you gave me the last time I shot at all this crap over here. I'm half tempted to go brawl it out with this Republique, the rate at which this is going. Also, we're not detected by the Shimikaze. That's mildly concerning. Actually, that's more than mildly concerning. That's extremely concerning. Why not? Oh my. That could be awesome. Nope, it's not, because, you know, bias. The grosser currywurst. Gosh dang it. We're gonna turn the other way, though. We're just not in a very comfortable position right now to be engaging multiple targets here. Really need, there we go. Okay. Mr. Hindenburg. Oh, there's a gearing over there. No wonder I was getting torpedoes from random... Oh, come on, yeah, I was gonna say, there'd better be more than just that for damage. Okay, let's focus on things that are off on this side, and pray that we can do some, be like mildly effective and get some damage done. Ogami, get exposed again. Get exposed again. Boo! Fine. Republique has full hit points. Achtung! And over lead. Nice. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. This hipper isn't going to stay this way. He does, that's gonna hurt him more than it's gonna hurt me. Yeah! Eat it! Just eat it! That's Michael Jackson. Except for that's beat it, not eat it. Republique shooting HE because HE shooting scrub. You deserve the damage you didn't just do. And if it wasn't for the fact that I was extremely worried about their Montana being involved in this fight, I would totally just go YOLO rush you. Especially since you're shooting HE like a complete and utter scrub lord. We gotta turn in because of the torpedoes here. Well, we gotta turn in for more reasons than the torpedoes, but... Keep shooting at those torpedo bombers. Keep shooting them down. 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 Oh, no. Come on, Monty. Carry that momentum. Ouch! How the hell? Was it angled even? And I missed! Clever! Well, it was nice knowing this world, but unfortunately I think this game is over for us. I don't think we're going to recover because now we're about to get set on fire for like the 9 billionth time. Turning away. Yeah, there's no way. We are not making this. Oh, he's not looking at us anymore. Why? I'm afraid I don't know the reasons why, but I am not asking this question. We're just going to keep going and assume for just one iota of a minute that we will survive long enough to get our heal off. Nope, 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 nope! Oh, so close! Oh, well, that was a less than awesome match. Tried making it, tried recovering it, but alas, we did not. So, didn't finish on exactly the highest note, but hey, what can I say? So let's go ahead and we're going to go over here and we're going to check out our live stream schedule because we have come to the end of our current live stream. Oh, before we do that, Superior is asking if I am using static aim. I am, in fact, using static aim. And, yeah. Anyway, I prefer it to the dynamic aiming, mostly because I have no experience using the dynamic aiming. Anyway, so we're back at the live stream schedule. Our next live stream is going to be Saturday, May 19th, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hope to see you guys out there. The information, if you are looking for more information on, if you're looking to meet up with people or play with people, go ahead and check out the description to this video. There is information there that includes information and a link to a Discord server. Feel free to check that out. If you want to hang around here about 15 minutes from now, so about 20 after, we're going to start up again with War Thunder tanks, War Thunder ground forces, and hopefully we can get Land Warrior, and maybe if Mastfire is hanging around here, we can get him involved as well. I don't know if he was working or not, but we will go ahead and we will call it there. Thank you guys so much for coming out. There was a whole boatload of you. I think we capped out... Oh, I want to say that we had, at peak, I think we had... about 130, I think, on YouTube, and about 60 some odd over on Twitch. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Anyway, I'm your Peacekeeper. Like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching.